And so these, you see we typed in 16 things. You can see right here we have 16 terms. So the Google AdWords keyword tool is going to give us the 16 things we typed in. It's going to show us our competition for AdWords. So this week, when we're doing SEO, we can ignore this. We usually don't need to. It gives us the global number of searches, so we can ignore this. And just look at the local searches. So these are the number of times it's searched in the US. So that gives us all the volume. And then here you'll see it's giving us 100 different keyword ideas based on what we typed in. So first things first, I like to go through the ones that we typed in. And we see volunteer. Now you think about volunteer and what the searcher intent behind that and what people are looking for. It's probably too broad, right? It's searched very frequently, 74,000 times a month in the United States. We're looking for volunteer opportunities within San Francisco. So this is probably too broad. Volunteer San Francisco, perfect. Volunteer opportunities San Francisco, perfect. So we have 1,340 times. Help San Francisco, under 10, right? So, and ways to volunteer San Francisco, 0. So we'll probably skip these for now. Help nonprofit San Francisco, nothing. Social services San Francisco. Now this is an interesting one. Who proposed this? Lorena, did you propose? Social work, right. So social services San Francisco. You really want to think about searcher intent, right? If someone's typing in social services San Francisco, who are they? What are they looking for? What do you think? And this is the point I want to make about searcher intent, right? We are, if we're doing this SEO work for a nonprofit, you're right, that's a social service. But someone typing in social services San Francisco, they could be very educated about it, or they could be the beneficiary of the social service, right? Maybe they're on welfare. Maybe they need other kinds of help. Maybe they're looking for, women's resources or homeless resources, and it could be anything. But the point is that even though we are a social service in San Francisco, people typing in social services San Francisco are probably not the volunteers we're looking for. And that's the very sort of counterintuitive part about keyword research, is you really need to get in the head of the person behind the keyboard, right? So social services San Francisco is probably not relevant for what we're looking for. So we're going to skip this. Unpaid opportunities San Francisco, no. Nonprofits San Francisco, okay, that could work. Volunteer Bay Area, looks good. Volunteer San Francisco Bay Area. Social work. Sorry? Yeah.
Why is the competition for that one high when the global searches are lower than some of the other ones? What does that mean? Are people competing for it even though not that many people are searching for it?
That's a really interesting call out. So the point was made that the competition is very high for the phrase volunteer San Francisco Bay Area, even though the number of searches is very low. And I wonder why. So again, the competition is generally, the competition metric is only for SEM, for paid opportunities. So whenever you see something confusing like that, really, just Google it. What was it, volunteer opportunities? San Francisco Bay Area, is that right? Yeah. And so it looks like a lot of, even though it's searched very infrequently, it's a very targeted keyword, right? Volunteer opportunities, San Francisco Bay Area. It's the exact market of a lot of these nonprofits. So they're all spending on it, and that's a really good example of searcher intent. Even though there's a small number of people searching for it, it's exactly their market, and so they're willing to advertise on it. But I've never seen it high with that low. That's a really competition that high with the volume that low. Google's usually really good about, they give nonprofits a lot of grants for SEM. So a lot of nonprofits get a lot of free money to advertise on Google, so that might be why, right? A lot of them aren't paying for it.